The Ram 1500 is the most polarizing truck on the used market. Pick the right year and you will have a truck that will run past 300,000 miles on oil changes alone. Pick the wrong one and you are looking at a repair bill that costs more than some people's cars. The difference between a Ram that lasts forever and one that empties your wallet comes down to the model year. These are the Ram 1500 years to avoid and the ones that are actually worth your money. Number 1. The 2019 Ram 1500. I remember when these rolled into the shop brand new, and owners were already frustrated. The 2019 was the first year of the 5th generation Ram, and it came in hot with 28 recalls. That is more than any other Ram 1500 model year. The truck itself is gorgeous. The interior, the ride quality, everything about the design was a massive leap forward, but the execution in that first year was rough. The big headline was the e-torque mild hybrid system. Ram replaced the traditional alternator with a belt starter generator and a 48-volt battery pack mounted behind the rear seat. When that system worked, it was fine. When it failed, owners were stranded. Replacement parts were back-ordered nationwide, and I personally talked to guys who waited months to get their trucks fixed. We are talking about a part that costs around $2,000 installed, and you could not even get one. On top of that, there were power steering failures happening at highway speed. Imagine cruising at 70 miles per hour on the interstate, and your steering suddenly goes heavy. Multiple owners reported this to the Federal Safety Database, and it is as scary as it sounds. The rear window seals leaked on a lot of these trucks too, and water would drip right down onto that 48-volt battery pack. That is not a combination you want. If you see a 2019 on a used lot and the price looks too good, now you know why. The 2020 and later models sorted out these problems, but the first-year trucks carry the scars. And if you think that is bad, the next truck on this list holds the record for the most owner complaints in Ram history. Number 2. The 2002 and 2003 Dodge Ram 1500. These two model years sit at the top of the complaint charts, and they earned every bit of it. The 2002 alone racked up over 2,000 total reported problems. The 2003 was nearly as bad, with over 1,300 complaints filed with the Federal Safety Database. I have personally worked on more of these trucks than I can count, and the problems are always the same. If your 2002 or 2003 has the 4.7-liter V8 under the hood, you are sitting on a ticking bomb. That engine has an oil sludge problem that will destroy it from the inside out. Miss one oil change, run conventional oil instead of synthetic, or let the interval stretch just a little too long, and the oil passages clog up. Once that happens, the camshaft starves for lubrication and the engine is done. I have seen 4.7-liter trucks come in running perfectly 1 week and need a complete engine replacement the next. The timing chain system on that engine is also fragile. 3 chains, 4 sprockets, plastic guides that crack with age. When a chain stretches or jumps, you are looking at $1,500 or more in repairs. And since it is an interference engine, a snapped chain bends valves and totals the motor. Now, the 2003 was also the first year for the 5.7-liter Hemi, and that early version had weak valve springs that could cause misfires. Those springs were redesigned for 2005, so the early Hemis are not as bulletproof as the later ones. And then there is the dashboard. Chrysler used a thermoplastic material that literally disintegrates under sunlight. I am not exaggerating. The dashboard cracks, warps, and breaks into sharp pieces. Over 500 owners filed complaints about it for the 2002 model alone. Chrysler never recalled it. If you find one of these trucks and the dash looks perfect, somebody already paid to replace it. Between the sludge-prone engine, the fragile timing chains, The early Hemi valve springs and the crumbling interior, these 2 years are the ones I steer everybody away from. Number 3. The 2012 Ram 1500. This is the year where 2 of the Ram's worst problems overlap at the same time, and the repair bills prove it. The 2012 sits right in the peak failure zone for both the TIPM electrical module and the Hemi lifter and camshaft issue. TIPM stands for Totally Integrated Power Module, and it is basically a giant electronic fuse box that controls your fuel pump, your horn, your windows, your starter, and just about every other electrical system in the truck. When it fails, your truck turns into a haunted house. I have had customers call me because their horn started blaring at 3 in the morning in the driveway. Others could not start their trucks because the fuel pump relay inside the TIPM decided to stop working overnight. Some owners reported their wipers turning on by themselves and their windows rolling down while the truck sat parked. A replacement TIPM runs $1,000 to over $2,000 at a dealer. The really frustrating part is that Chrysler recalled the exact same module in their Jeep Grand Cherokee, but never issued a recall for the Ram trucks with the identical part. On top of the electrical chaos, the 2012 is also ground zero for Hemi lifter and camshaft failures. The 5.7 Hemi uses roller lifters in the MDS cylinder deactivation system, and the needle bearings inside those lifters can seize up. When a lifter locks, it grinds the camshaft lobe flat and sends metal shavings through your entire engine. A camshaft and lifter replacement runs $3,500 to over $7,000, depending on whether metal contaminated the rest of the engine. On a 2012 Ram, that might be worth $8,000 to $12,000 on a good day. That repair can easily exceed the truck's value. When you combine the TIPM failures with the lifter issue, the 2012 becomes one of the most expensive Rams to own long-term. I would avoid it entirely. Quick honorable mention on the avoid side. The 2014 Ram also belongs on this list. I did a full breakdown of that truck in a previous video, so check that one out if you want the details. All right, enough bad news. Let's talk about the Rams that are actually worth your money. Number 4, the 1998 Dodge Ram 1500. I love recommending this truck to people who want something simple, cheap, and nearly unkillable. The 1998 came with the 5.2-liter Magnum V8, and that engine is one of the most reliable V8 motors Chrysler ever built. I've personally seen these trucks roll past 300,000 miles on original engines with nothing but oil changes and basic maintenance. The 5.9-liter Magnum is equally tough if you want more torque, though it drinks fuel like a boat. There is one thing you absolutely have to fix on these trucks, and it's cheap. Every Magnum V8 from this era has a plenum gasket that will fail. It is not a question of if, it is when. The factory used a stamped steel plate bolted to an aluminum intake manifold, and the two metals expand at different rates when they heat up. Eventually, the gasket blows, crankcase oil gets sucked into the intake, and you start fouling spark plugs and killing oxygen sensors. The fix is a $160 aluminum replacement plate that takes a couple hours to install. Once you do that, the problem is solved permanently. The 46RE automatic transmission is the other thing to watch. Use the correct ATF+4 fluid, change it regularly, and it'll go a long time. Use the wrong fluid, and you'll be rebuilding it by 150,000 miles. You can find clean 1998 Rams for $3,000 to $7,000 right now. Add the plenum plate fix and a transmission fluid service, and you've got a truck that will serve you for years without any drama. There is nothing fancy about it, and that is the whole point. But the next truck on this list gives you Hemi power without the one failure that scares everybody away from them. Number 5, the 2005 Dodge Ram 1500 with the 5.7 Hemi. This is the truck I point people to when they want a Hemi without the baggage that comes with later model years. The 2005 is special because of everything it skips. There is no MDS cylinder deactivation on this truck. That system shuts down 4 cylinders at cruise to save fuel, and it is the root cause of the lifter and camshaft failures that plague every Hemi from 2009 onward. Without MDS, your lifters operate the same way every single time. No switching back and forth, no extra oil passages to clog, no roller bearings getting starved for lubrication. The risk of a catastrophic lifter failure on a Hemi built before MDS was added is practically zero. You also get a traditional mechanical fuse box with actual physical relays instead of the electronic TIPM that started in 2006. So the haunted house electrical gremlins, the random horn honking, the fuel pump that refuses to turn on, none of that applies here. If a relay fails, you pull it out and plug in a new one for $10. The 2005 also got updated valve springs over the 2003 and 2004 Hemis, fixing the misfire issue that affected those early years. So you get the stronger springs without the MDS complexity. That's the sweet spot. The only recurring issue is exhaust manifold bolts. Every Hemi has this problem eventually. Cast iron manifolds bolted to aluminum heads with steel fasteners expand at different rates during heat cycles until a bolt snaps. You hear a ticking noise on cold startup that goes away when the engine warms up. If you catch it early, it is a $300 to $800 fix. Not cheap, but it is a world apart from a $5,000 lifter job. Clean 2005 Hemis sell for $5,000 to $12,000. For a V8 truck that dodges the 2 biggest Hemi headaches entirely, that is a steal. And the next pick might be the best deal in the entire Ram lineup right now because almost nobody knows it exists. Number 6, the Ram 1500 Classic 2019 through 2024. If you're finding this helpful, hit subscribe. I cover Ram maintenance and buying tips every week. Now let me tell you about the best kept secret in the Ram lineup. When the 5th generation Ram launched in 2019, Ram did something unusual. They kept building the 4th generation truck right alongside it and sold it as the Ram 1500 Classic. Same assembly line, same parts, same proven drivetrain. They offered it at a lower price than the new truck, and dealers used it to get people into a brand new Ram without the sticker shock of the redesigned model. Here's why that matters for used buyers right now. A Ram Classic gives you the 5.7 Hemi paired with the ZF 8-speed automatic, which is the exact same combination that made the 2017 and 2018 models the most reliable Rams on the road. It does not come with e-torque, there is no 48-volt battery pack, and the belt starter generator is not part of the equation. Just a simple Hemi V8 with a transmission that was originally designed for BMW and is used in everything from Bentleys to Maseratis. The Classic also skips the fancy infotainment screens that cause headaches on some 5th generation trucks. The electronics are simpler, and simpler means fewer things that can go wrong 10 years down the road. I have worked on a bunch of these, and they come in for the same basic stuff as any late 4th generation Ram. Oil changes, brakes, maybe ball joints at higher mileage. Nothing scary. One of my customers has a 2021 Classic Warlock with over 160,000 miles, and the only non-routine repair has been an oxygen sensor. Used prices on these cite around $15,000 to $28,000, depending on the year and trim. For a truck that was sold brand new as recently as 2024 with a proven drivetrain and no mild hybrid complexity, that's a fantastic deal. And speaking of 2017, if you want the full breakdown on why that specific year is the most recommended Ram in the forums, I covered it in detail in a previous video. The link will be on screen at the end. Number 7. The 2022 Ram 1500. If I could only recommend one modern Ram, this would be it. By 2022, Ram had 5 full production years on the 5th generation platform, and everything was dialed in. The first-year electrical issues were long gone. The infotainment ran the updated Uconnect 5 software that is way more stable than the earlier system. The build quality hit its peak. But what makes the 2022 truly special is timing. It was the last model year where you could get a 5.7 Hemi without the eTorque mild hybrid system. Starting in 2023, eTorque became mandatory on every Hemi 1500. That means a 2022 non-eTorque Hemi is the newest, most refined version of the simple Hemi powertrain you can get. The interior on these trucks is still the best in any full-size pickup, and the coil spring rear suspension rides smoother than some luxury cars. One thing to watch for though, if you are looking at a Rebel, Limited, or Longhorn trim, check whether it has air suspension. Those air springs and compressors can fail as early as 50,000 miles, and repairs run over $2,000 per corner. Stick with a Bighorn or Laramie on standard springs for the lowest long-term cost. Used 2022 models sell for $30,000 to $45,000 depending on trim and mileage. For the most complete version of the 5th generation Ram with the simplest powertrain, that is money well spent. So whether you are shopping on a $5,000 budget or a $45,000 budget, there is a Ram 1500 out there that will serve you well for years. The key is knowing which model years got it right and which ones to walk past. And one quick tip before I let you go, no matter which Ram you buy, if it has the ZF8 speed transmission, change the fluid every 50,000 miles. I know the manual calls it a lifetime fill, but ZF, the company that builds the transmission, recommends regular service. A $750 fluid change now saves you a $4,000 rebuild later. That is the cheapest insurance you can buy for your truck. If you want to see the Ram maintenance mistakes that kill these trucks the fastest, that video is on screen right now. I will see you in the next one.